Hey guys, it's Paige with Canine Companions, and I wanted to take a few minutes to discuss my approach to training your dog. I have what's considered a balanced training approach. That means that I teach your dog the difference between yes and no. Both yes and no have value. Yes often gets rewarded, and no, once the dog has a firm understanding of what's expected, has a consequence. So in the beginning, when I'm first teaching a dog that has no concept of the command I'm teaching, whether it's sit or down, I will reward the correct performance, and we will have multiple repetitions of getting that correct performance, and each time the dog will be rewarded. When the dog is in the learning phase and he's just gaining an understanding of what sit or down means, I'm not going to correct him if he makes a mistake. I'm only going to reward him when he performs accurately. After we have gone through multiple repetitions and he is providing me with a consistent, swift response to the command, I say sit and he offers a sit quickly and consistently. Once he stops offering the sit and I know that he knows what sit means, I will give a correction. And the correction might be in the form of a tool that I'm using, whether it's a prong collar or an e-collar. It might also be in the form of repositioning him, stepping into him, and using my body to communicate to him he needs to reposition, he needs to make an adjustment. So once the dog has a firm understanding, consequences will be applied. And that helps move the training process along pretty quickly, and it gives your dog a very clear understanding of what your expectations are. It also makes it clear to your dog that there's going to be a consequence for disobedience. When your dog makes the choice to disobey, there's going to be follow through. So once your dog has the firm understanding, he knows what yes means, he knows what no means, and he's offering good performance, the consequences will fade away. He will become more and more consistent and require fewer and fewer corrections. And the process will produce a dog that is easy to live with, that understands our verbal communication, and that understands that we need a certain amount of respect as his pack leader. And if he does not offer what we request or command, that there's going to be a consequence. So basically, in training your dog, my job is to transfer the process of communicating to your dog with the yes-no system to you when you take your dog home. And every skill that I teach, I use a specific communication system, 3 specific words. And those words are yes, good, and no. Yes means you did the right thing, you're correct, and you're released. Good means you are currently doing the right thing, keep doing it. And no means that's incorrect. We have to try again, or there's going to be a slight consequence. So I teach the words yes, good, and no in place of clicker training. You may have heard of clicker training. There's a tool, it makes a clicking sound, and you click it every time the dog does something right and offer a treat. Instead of having a clicker own you, I like to use my voice. You don't need an extra tool, you always have your voice with you. So yes signifies to the dog, you did right, you're released, you're done with that. Good signifies you are doing right, keep doing what you're doing. It's also a way to tell your dog that you're happy with what they're doing. It's also the way that I teach duration into behaviors, teaching a dog to keep doing something. So good means I like what you're doing, keep doing it. And no, once again, means that's incorrect. So this is my approach to training any skill with a dog. I do use food, I do use luring, I do use lots of reinforcement, but I also use consequences, teaching your dog that there's a consequence for disobedience once they know the command and know what's expected of them.